Hi, so today we have a question. In this question we have 5 positive integer in array and we have to look for the result in which we need the sum of the first 4 and sum of the last 4. That means we need the maximum sum and the minimum sum only if the array is sorted, right? So over here the array is already sorted, so we can count the first 4 as the minimum and the last 4 as the maximum. But if we think somehow, let's say our input is not sorted, so in that case we need to sort it. So let's program it now. Okay, so let's write a function with name min max sum. All right, like this, in which we'll pass an array because obviously an array will come to that function. Okay, let's write the console log as well so that we can see side by side what is happening, okay, at every step. Okay, so I'm going to write the name of function and an argument in which I'll write an array. I'll use the same example so that we can cross verify we are doing it correctly or not. All right, so 13579, yep, that's it. Okay, so now a call has been made, so now let's write the functionality. Okay, so as I already told you, we need to sort this first array, right? Because it might happen that array which is given to us as a form of input is not sorted. Okay, so we'll do array dot sort. Okay, so let's return the x so that you can actually see the sorted array. But before that, I'm gonna have to rearrange this array in unsorted format. So let me do that. Okay, and all right, so now this is unsorted array. So what we need to do, we have to sort it out first so that we'll go with the first 4 and last 4, right? Like that. So if I'm gonna run it and see the output, it would be, yeah, it is going to be an sorted array. All right, so that sort function is working. All right, so now let's go for a for loop. Okay, before that we're gonna have to declare 2 variables a and b with 0 value. Why? Because I have to save my 2 results, the maximum sum and minimum sum. For that reason I need 2 variables a and b. You can write anything, they are just names. All right, so in this for loop, I is equal to 0, I is less than, obviously x is sorted, so x dot length and I plus plus. All right, that means increment. Okay, now if, okay, so we have to go for the larger sum. All right, so let's think. If I say I is greater than yeah, I think, yeah, I is greater than equals to 1, that means leaving 0, I'm gonna add everything behind that, right? Just leaving the 1 index number over here, rest everything after that. So that means I'll get the maximum number over here. Okay, so how to do that? Let's say a is equals to a plus every time the index number, so x square brackets I. That means I will get 3, 5, 7, 9 in the next 4 iterations. That means I'll get the maximum. Let's talk about the minimum. Okay, if I say I, just think about it, I need to remove the last element, that is 9, and I want to consider from 0 to, let's say 0, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I want to consider the first 4, that means 0 to 3. So I is less than equals to x dot length, that means the total length, I just want less than that. Okay, so here I'm doing a mistake, but I really want to show you that what is that mistake. See, if I'm writing it like this, it might seem correct, right? But it is not. So I'll show you. Okay, that actually we are, you know, excluding that 9 part, right? It looks correct, but it is not. Okay, so I'll let you know what is actually happening. Okay, right, I is less than x dot length, that means actually what is the length? It is 5, right? So I is less than 4, that's what we are doing. So the first 4 element, but actually this is somehow looks correct, but it is not. I'll show you. Okay, so now I have done the same thing. I have added the first 4 values for the minimum one. Now let's see the result. Okay, let's fix the sum, and I'm gonna write, I have to return, right? So let's try to write a comma b, and we'll see if we get the both numbers or not, because we have to do the concatenation. We'll do that in the end. I just want to show you right now. Okay, 25. Okay, so we cannot get the two elements together. All right, so let's write a first, and we are getting 24. Cool. So that means our maximum value is 24, right? So we are getting that. Okay, so maximum is correct. Now let's talk about the minimum. So that is the one which is confusing, right? Let's see. And 25, yes, this is not correct. All right, so we'll have to work on it. What? See, actually when it's going to be index number, it is going to starting from 0 to 4, right? But actually length is going to give me the exact length. So you need to understand the difference from going 0 to 4 or length, that is 5. All right, so that's why I have to minus 1 from the last index number. That means 4. Okay, now I'm getting both 16 and 24. Now let's write in form of concatenation, b plus space plus a. So I'm getting small plus space plus maximum number. If I'm gonna write now, I'll get 16 space 24. That means minimum space maximum, and that's what they want, right? Over here, see? Okay, so I hope now you can do this. Just copy paste this same thing over there in the HackerRank, and you're good to go. All right, all the best.